that we've got to play some content, otherwise this would just be dead air sessions. Oh, speaking of which, it's 8:30. So we're going into the warm down, I suppose. Stretch your oral legs. Make sure that you warm down correctly after listening to this show, because we wouldn't want any strained muscles. Content. This tune comes from the Trans Radio album. Now, what happened was a few years ago there was a 2-weeker that involved me and Gerbs constructing noise boxes that made simple sine waves that you could bend and twist around. We got heavily into the electronics for the 2 weeks that it took to put together the instruments. I think mine's still in the loft somewhere. Needs a battery replacing, but these are the noises that they make, accompanied by louse on keyboards. Some confusing chatter in the chat room here. There's some interesting emoticons coming in that I'm not sure that they're regulation Telefunken emoticons, some of these. That's a line and a plus sign and then a backslash from Durkat there. Well, we're going to get our translators working on that one. I think, is that something we can do? Stop. Now, there's the stop, but question, is that related to the chat section or the music section? Don't answer that one. It's just for fun, that question. 8:33. Don't forget that you can tune into this show every morning or / afternoon at 8 o'clock, 1 o'clock, the usual times. Get yourself into telefunkenradio.net for all your Telefunken radio needs. Christmas presents can be purchased through that site. I believe there's babies' bibs, mugs, and things like that. Maybe like a map with a Telefunken logo on it or something. I'll just play that tune. We've got the break glass in case of emergency tune lined up now. We can have that. I think. Is there any other piece? Oh, weather out the window. Oh, I almost forgot about weather out the window. Right, let's have a quick look out the window. It's very overcast today, very misty. I can't see the buildings of Manhattan, and the mist extends like after a block. Things start to get a bit misty. Can't see any humans out there at the moment. Yeah, it's a very kind of twilight day. Likewise out there, there's a guy walking his dog there. He's got a waterproof jacket on, but he doesn't look too cold, so that's all right. Oh, there's another woman walking along there in just kind of normal weather. She's got an umbrella in her hand. Yes, prepare yourselves for inclement weather today on the eastern seaboard. That's weather out the window, and here is the emergency tune. It's just about time to tell you that it's 8:36 in the morning here. I went to a website, a random topics generator website, over the weekend to try and rustle up some things to talk. I thought it might be, useful for the show. The first two random topics that came up, and this is no lie, were analog computers and writing your own music. At which point I decided to not randomise any more topics, as I kind of took that as kind of that the world was saying what you're talking about already is good enough, and you don't need to look anywhere else for your inspiration. I hope you guys have a great day today. Tune in for the rest of the week. We're going to have the film review coming back on Friday, because I, for one, enjoyed that. The Telefunken Radio armoured van has just pulled into the pit lane at Brands Hatch, so if you're travelling by, beep your horn. If you have a fringe, be sure to comb it back so that these sound waves can wrap smoothly around your head and travel into your ears. Let's have another little tune. I didn't think I was going to run out of tunes to play this morning. No, can't find anything to do with that. Oh, hello. Yep, that'll do. Okay. Bridging the gap between the visual and the audio. That's Telefunken Radio. Durkat says, Mastermind specialist subject, go. I think my specialist subject is the difficulty of getting thoughts in order to the point where they can be ejected out of the mouth at a rate where the people can understand, I suppose.
Content.
This is my second backup tune, 8:38. Ben Landis. Don't often play tunes by other people on this section of the show. That's usually the Flatbush Homegrown remit, but we're hijacking the remit temporarily.
Telefunken Radio.
Always wanted to be an actor.
Yeah, I get the feeling that I may have played that impromptu, kind of like that. Maybe that tune was meant for something else. I may have hijacked that by accident, that jingle. Sorry about that. We're talking about RG3 in the chat room here. Of course, the Redskins had a monumental victory last night against the Baltimore Ravens, much to the disappointment of one of a very large, hulking man in the bar that me and my friend Dom watched the game in. We met a couple of other Redskins fans who were well up for a chit-chat and a bit of hand-slapping, especially towards the end. It looked like the game was lost, but with 1 minute to go, the Redskins managed to draw it to overtime and then scored a field goal from 34 yards, I think it was, to seal the game. And this big man had been ranting quite offensive stuff, really, for a bar in which there were children present, about the Redskins quite loudly. And then for the last 10 minutes of the game, he was strangely silent. So there was an amount of satisfaction in there as well. 8:43. There's 1 minute 30 left in the show. Big raise up to Jesse Richards, who's just jumped into the chat room for the last 5 minutes. How's it going, my friend? Hope you're having a good day. Hope everybody's having a good day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I'm going to go and get ready for work now. Tune in tomorrow for some more of this. Go to telefunkenradio.net. Keep yourselves up to date. What are we talking about here? There's a lot of chat going on about the Redskins game. Okay, right. Well, yes, we'll have more of the 5-part Telefunken Nosferatu tune tomorrow. Traffic, Mars news, all that kind of guff. There's a note here that says Telefunken 365-degree circle. It's a circle that's just a little bit more round. Day made better by Colastour, says Durkat. Now, it's a self-reinforcing thing, that, because it just makes my day better, which then, I guess, fingers crossed, makes the show better, which makes people feel better, and everybody's feeling better. So, and if you're a stranger to Telefunken, the Telefunken group, and you're listening on the podcast, don't be afraid to get in the chat room. It might be a little bit weird to start with, but we're all friends here, and it's all meant in good humour. So anyway, goodbye, see you tomorrow.